Hello, everyone. I just want to thank you all for coming to the Valid Virtual Job Fair event. I'd like to introduce you to Peggy. She is going to tell you a little bit about their company and the job openings that they have and how you can apply for those openings. So I'll pass it off to you, Peggy. And you're muted if you're talking right now, just so you know.
Okay. Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. Having a little technical difficulty here this afternoon, but I just want to say good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate that. As Ariel said, my name is Peggy Collier, and I'm the corporate recruiter here at Valid. And we have quite a few jobs that we are looking to fill. So I'm going to give you a little information about who we are and what we're looking for, and then go through a little bit of information about those, talk a little bit about our benefits and interview process and things like that. And at the end, if you have questions, please feel free. I'll give you that time when it's time for Q&A, okay? So I'm sharing my screen, so you should be able to see our website. As our tagline says, we are the secure site of innovation. We are a global company owned by a company in Brazil. So we have sites all over the country in 30 plus countries. Most of the production area that we're going to talk about today is here in Illinois. We have 2 facilities, one in Bolingbrook and one in Downers Grove. The product that we produce in our facilities are plastic cards. Some of those you may have in your wallet right now. We produce what are called secure and non-secure cards. Secure cards are things like debit and credit cards. Other types of cards that we manufacture are driver's licenses, state IDs, and then we also produce gift cards and other types of non-secure type cards. The reason that they're secure is because we work with the large banking institutions. Obviously, if you have an order out for a new, let's say a new debit card, that would come through our facility, and we would manufacture that and put it in a secured packaging so that no one else can have access to it. And that's why it's called secured. Let's see, so if you go to our website, if you want to read all about our company, you're welcome to do so. It's valid.com, and that will take you right into the website. You can read all that you'd like. There's a ton of information out here about who we are, what we do, and what we're looking for, okay? So again, I am the corporate recruiter here at Valid. I have been with the company for about 10 months now and loving it. It's a really great company. We have a lot of opportunity. I've seen a lot of people really grow and continue to evolve in this company, from starting out in a machine operator opening. And there's one person in particular, actually 2, that have moved into a manager role. Now, that did not happen overnight, but that came with hard work and dedication, showing initiative and drive, and that was continuously rewarded. So that we're looking for that kind of mentality today. So I'm going to show you now, if you want to look at our open positions, if you just go from this website to the careers area, you will, give me one moment, it should, there we go. We're going to go down here and click on apply for a position. You can see if you're outside the United States, you would go to the left, but within the United States, you go to the right for a USA position. This will enable you to search for a particular position or location if it comes up. Okay, search opening. So if you just click on any and search, it's going to bring up every single open position that we have right now. If you're looking for a specific opportunity, you can type in the location, or if you just kind of scroll down, you'll see the different locations that we have. Let's just click any right now so you can see all the openings that we have. Okay, so we have positions for auditors, for machine operators, for maintenance technicians, all types of different things. We have some opportunities for quality, security, in our press room and silk screen, and we have one technical position open right now as well. Typically for machine operators, which is our huge focus right now, we do have opportunities available for entry level as well as like a level 2 or someone who's got more experience. Our entry level machine operators in Downers Grove and Bolingbrook typically are going to be available on first and second shift. We do not run a third shift right now except in our press room. First shift, it really depends on the location and the department, but can start anywhere between 5 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. And then go obviously for 8 hours. The second shifts typically start anywhere from 2:30 to 3 o'clock, depending on which. Again, based on the location and the department is also going to make an impact into what that pay rate is. And truly entry level is we're going to find in our finishing areas, in audit, in those are in Bolingbrook, in Downers Grove. You'll find that in our secure personalization area, as well as a fixing and non-secure personalization. Those pay rates for first shift are $12. For second shift, it's $13. Now we have positions in Bolingbrook that I'd call your attention to. Minimally for 6 months of experience. That starting pay rate, again, they're same starting pay rates, 12 and 13. However, once you're meeting production goals, which takes about 2 months, those positions do increase to $14 an hour. On second shift, that would be a 13, and then it will increase to 15 an hour, and those would be for the EMV, machine operator EMV. For those positions only at this moment through August 31st, if you're hired by August 31st, we are offering a $250 sign-on bonus just for the EMV positions because it is a hot area. We have I will say, a ridiculous amount of work happening in that department. That's where the smart cards go after they're printed and put together for adding the chip onto the smart cards. So that is the department that is very, very hot right now. We also have some more advanced operator positions, which would be let's see, I'm going to point them out to you. Let's see, that would be in our Downers Grove location. That's going to be for this machine operator. This is the high secure area inserting. This is just the name of the machine. It's called a Gavarin. That would be a $15 an hour pay rate on first shift. We also have, let's see, where is that? The data match operator. That one is going to be on second shift in Downers Grove, and that is a $16 pay rate. We have another that is our encoding operator here on first and second shift. The first shift is $15 an hour. The second shift is $16 an hour. On these positions, the encoding and the data match, they typically work a 6-hour work week. So if you're looking for a position that has a lot of overtime, that would be one of them that you'd look at. And part of it too is because they're brand new machines and we're trying to figure them out. And so we need somebody who has a good knowledge of machinery, who is not afraid to dig in and learn and understand the machinery, not afraid to be able to be the first level of technical support to that machinery as well. Okay. So that's the overview on the positions. Typically on the entry level, we don't require any experience. Then again, there's the EMV. We'd like at least 6 months of prior machine operator experience. And then these other positions that we'd look for a minimum of 1 year of experience in machine operating. With regard to benefits, all of these positions are direct hire, full-time positions with benefits that are effective on the first of the month following 30 days of employment. We do have Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois for medical and dental. On medical, you have a choice of 4 different medical plans. So there truly is an opportunity for you to find a plan that works just for you. We also have vision, disability, and life insurance coverages. Again, those kick in on the first of the month following 30 days of employment. We also have a 401k program that unfortunately right now does not have a match. However, it is in review to add next year. We probably would have added it this year, but the business took a little bit of a hit with the pandemic, just pretty much like everybody else did, but we are recovering nicely from that. So no worries there. We will be adding that at some future point. Let's see. So if you want to apply for a position, you would go to valid.com, find the position that you're interested in applying for, go ahead and click on the link for it, and just follow the prompts. And if you'd like, I'll be happy to give you my contact information so that you can either call me or text me and let me know that you've submitted an application. Otherwise, I will see your application and I will go ahead and contact you directly. Once I do make that contact, we'll talk about the position that you're interested in. I will ask for your availability. We'll set up a time for you to come in and talk to the hiring manager. That process happens pretty quickly. Once we decide if we're going to make an offer, we'll let you know within probably a 24-hour period, if not sooner than that. We'll walk you through the process, and then we would do a background check and drug screen that would be required. And we will get you started as quickly as possible. Now, does anyone have any questions?
If anyone has any questions, you can type them into the chat, or you could unmute yourself if you feel comfortable doing so. One question that we have is, could you describe the work attire that would be expected?
Yeah, it's casual. So as long as it's not too short, too tight, too revealing, you're fine. You just a closed toe shoe. You do not need to wear a steel toe shoe. That's not required. You cannot wear a hat or anything that covers your face. We need to be able to see your face and your head. So no hoodies would be allowed, no hats would be allowed, but other than that, it's casual.
And then are you paid for the time that you're being trained?
Absolutely, yes, it's on the job training.
And then do you require your machine operators to have a driver's license?
No. You have to have some form of identification, to pass the requirements for your I-9. So that could be a number of other documents. It doesn't necessarily have to be a driver's license.
Okay, and then how could a candidate stand out to get an interview, assuming they were qualified for the position?
Energy is great. Someone who's energetic and enthusiastic is not afraid to work overtime. We have a lot of work to do, and we're looking for energetic people.
And then we have a question in the chat. What are the PPE rules you have in place during COVID?
That's a great question, and I did mean to cover that, so thank you for that. So PPE, we were requiring gloves and face masks or face coverings. We are no longer requiring the gloves due to the CDC recommendation, but we do require a face covering of some sort. It must cover your nose and mouth. The only time that you are not forced to wear that is during your lunch periods. So we do social distance as much as we possibly can in the work environment. And we also social distance with regard to our break areas too. So we have every other table blocked off, and we have changed people's lunch times to accommodate only a certain number of people in the lunchroom at any one given time. We've also given all of our employees a particular type of instrument to use to clock in and out, so you're the only one touching it, rather than have the finger touch. We've got plenty of hand sanitizer, and you are welcome to wear gloves if you would like to, but we are not enforcing that you must. Great question.
And then
we're also, I'm sorry, let me just also say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to also say that we do clean every day, and we have a company that comes in independent and also sanitizes on a weekly basis.
Okay, and then they also asked, do you have any temperature screenings of employees or COVID testing?
We do actually. We have stations at the entrances that every morning when you arrive for your shift, you'll do a face recognition, and you'll also put your palm out so it will read your temperature, and it will let you know. Normally it will say I can't remember exactly what it says, but something about valid temperature or something to that effect. It will let you know if your temperature is too high.
And then do you require your employees to have a GED or a high school diploma?
Not necessarily, depends on the position.
All right. If anyone else has any other questions, feel free to type them into the chat. We don't have any other questions at this time. So I am going to put the the link to the virtual job fair booth on Illinois WorkNet, and there you can find a lot of their information and links to the website and all that kind of stuff to where you can apply for these jobs. So if anyone else doesn't have any questions, I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank everyone for attending the virtual job fair. And as I said, you can find a lot of this information on their employer booth on Illinois WorkNet, and that link is in the chat. A recording of this webinar will be posted there later today, so you can find that information there as well. I want to thank everyone again, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Ariel.